That's a new single from Swen Vates, which is already absolutely massive in his club, The Omen, which I was lucky enough to get out to last weekend for DJ Dag's birthday party. And that, I must say, The Omen in Frankfurt has got to be the ultimate trance club anywhere. The album from Swen Vates called The Harlequin, The Robot and The Ballet Dancer, and that's new on IQ Records. Well worth checking out, and that's his Swen Vates on both the club and ambient tip. And from Germany, moving over to Good Things UK-wise, this is new from Sour Mash on London Zoom Records. This is called Throwing Caution to the Wind. Colin Dale on Kiss, 18 minutes away from 10. Watch that one fly over the next few weeks. Must say a big hi going out to Billy Nasty and the gang down at Zoom Records in Camden. That is new on Zoom Records from Sour Mash, Throwing Caution to the Wind. And I must tell you, there is no Outer Limits in the show tonight. We're going to be doing a special extended Outer Limits section just after 1 through till 4 tonight in for Andrew Everall, who's away due to commitments with his record label. So that's an extra helping of me, Colin Dell, following Gordon Mack, head man here at KISS tonight, which means we're going to have to be on our best behaviour here. Nah. Back with some more good dance music from Germany. Keep it here.
Stamina. Nobody can funk for longer. Nobody.
Release number 1 on a new record label from Torquay. The label's called Cuban Records, and that's Cubase by Cubase. High-tech future dance sound of Kiss 100 FM, music for young London. There's something forthcoming on Abstract Dance Recordings, release number 1. I must say, hands up to Trevor for that one. Spot on. And don't forget, whatever type of house music you're into, there are definitely a few shows here at Kiss to tickle your fancy. Tuesday nights we go house music all night long, 7 through 9. It's Steve Jackson. That includes the house that Jack built and the house chart as well. Following that, 9 through 11, always consistent, Mr. Colin Favour. And don't forget Wednesday nights, Jungle, 9 through 11. And next week we see my good friend Fabio in the chair. That's Wednesday nights, hard jungle music all night long here at Kiss. Here's something brand new on Planet Rhythm Records, number 5 from them. And this one's specially for the guys out there that ask for some distortion. This one's for yours. some serious 303 mania there from Genacom. That's release number 5 on Planet Rhythm Records from Europe. And I'd like to dedicate that one. Not much techno music coming out of the US at the moment, but when it does, it's always good stuff. And there we have Experimental Records number 30. I must say, many thanks to Miss Moneypenny and the crew for that one. That's new from Magenta. Also, don't forget, coming up very soon, we have our regular feature, World Techno Alliance, where we link up with some friends worldwide. Tonight we go to Belgium. A link up with Renat, the head man behind R&S Records. They're currently celebrating their 10th anniversary, and we're going to see what those guys and girls are getting up to in Belgium in around 5 or 10 minutes from now, so stay tuned.
This is a scientific experiment.
This one's new on Plink Plonk Records UK. Many thanks to Paul Ripp for this one. This is the Oranaut, an interactive.
interactive, understand, interactive, understand, interactive, understand, interactive.
That's a new TP on Plink Plonk Records from the Aura Naught, and that's called Interactive.
Interactive, understand.
Next up, we link up with our friends at RNS in Belgium. That follows these. Once again, we get our regular feature World Techno Alliance in action, where we speak to some of our special friends worldwide and find out what's happening in their part of the world. Tonight we hook up with RNS Records, and the man behind RNS, of course, is Renat. Renat, are you there?
I'm there, live and kicking. Good evening, Colin.
We have contact. Now, I hear that there is a lot going on at RNS at the moment. You're celebrating your 10th anniversary. And how are you celebrating out there?
Well, we celebrate. We have a celebration including the radio station, which goes from Electric Island, which goes by satellite all over Europe, basically. We have people receiving the show in Italy, Spain, Germany, France, Belgium completely, Holland, Scandinavia. And that's basically it. I don't know about England so far, but I know there are contacts.
That's great. Tell us some of the names you've got involved with the RNS Republica, the name of your radio station.
We have, of course, Locust, The Future Sound of London, The Orb, Thomas Salman, Sun Electric, CJ Boland did the show. I did the show myself. Colin Dale, of course.
Thank you.
Is going to do a show tomorrow. We're looking forward to that one. So many people, you know, the list is endless, basically. Also people from Europe, Sven Fade, Alex Exari from the XS Club. We had Eddie de Klerk from Holland, Dimitri from Holland.
All the superstars worldwide, basically, it sounds like.
Sorry?
All the superstars.
Well, for us it was very necessary to do that in Belgium. Now they are aware that there is something else.
Yeah, now I know you started around 3 days ago. How are things going so far out there?
Fantastic. The atmosphere is absolutely brilliant. The music that the programs that people are making are absolutely superb, unheard of, because everybody has the time to experiment now without no limits. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable.
That's great. You've got some club nights to celebrate as well. What are they about?
Friday night on Techno Island, we have a garden party in the open. I hope the weather will be good. Which we invited people from Denmark to do the light show there.
Yeah.
They will light up the whole canal, for example. Mixmaster Morris will play there. David Morley is going to present his new album there. Well, parts of it live.
Right.
And for the rest, it's a lot of media. MTV is there, MTV News, MTV Party Zone. There is camera crews from Germany, France, Belgium, Holland. The press of all those countries are there. So it's a big media event, basically.
That is great. Now, Renat, when you started RNS Records 10 years ago, did you think that you'd ever get round to celebrating your 10th anniversary?
The answer to that is no. No, absolutely not.
No, and what were the early RNS releases like? You know, the very, very early ones. What style of music were they?
That was disco.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we were in the middle of a disco period that time, so it was disco, straightforward disco.
That's great. And are we going to be celebrating 20 years of RNS in 10 years' time?
We definitely will.
Let's hope so.
We definitely will.
Renat, thanks for taking time out, okay?
With pleasure, and I'll see you in Belgium, Colin.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a nice flight.
I'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's say many, many thanks to Renat from RNS Records, who must be seriously busy at the moment. They're celebrating their 10th anniversary out on Electric Island in Belgium. And you can bet that is a serious party going on out there. And from me, Colin, and the crew here at KISS, of course, happy 10th birthday to RNS. 25 minutes away from 11 o'clock, 25 minutes away from Gordon Mack in for Chris Phillips tonight, and the soulful slick side of Kiss through to 1 o'clock. And then it's me back here in the chair in between 1 and 4 in for Andrew Weatherall, who's away due to commitments with his record label, and he's going to be back in a few weeks' time. In between 4 and 7, we open up the phone lines and talk, much talk with Lindsay Wesker, and 7 through till 10, Chris Phillips and the Kiss 100 FM Breakfast Show. Good music all the way, of course, 24 hours a day. Second cut tonight from the brand new album from Germany's #1 DJ Sven Väth.